Every commercial aircraft uses hydraulic pressure. If you were to get into the mathematics of how hydraulic systems operate, you'd be amazed at the small amount of pressure on the back end that is required to control the many components of an aircraft. The 747 offers a great deal of redundancy with 4 independent hydraulic systems. 4 engines with 4 hydraulic systems? You guessed it. Each engine powers its own system. Hydraulics are essential to operation of the aircraft. The following components are powered by hydraulics: the primary flight controls, autopilot servos, spoilers, stabilizer trim, elevator fill, landing gear, flaps, brakes, and steering. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that this list just about sums up all the things you wouldn't want to live without. This is the reason for the great deal of backup provided. System 1 and 4 power trailing edge flaps, landing gear, normal brakes, alternate brakes, and steering. In addition to these components, the system will provide power to the primary flight controls as well. Systems 2 and 3 power the primary flight controls, stabilizer trim, and elevator fill. System 2 also powers the alternate brakes and lower yaw damper. System 3 powers the upper yaw damper. Systems 1, 2, and 3 power the center, right, and left autopilot servos. Systems 2, 3, and 4 power the spoilers. What a jumbled mess. Really, this logic of what the systems provide power to is well thought out. Each system is powered by its EDP, engine-driven pump, as well as the demand pump. When the engine is running, and if the engine pump switch is on, the EDP will provide hydraulic power to that system. In addition to the EDPs are demand pumps, as mentioned before. These demand pumps are able to provide each of their respective system hydraulic power under normal demand. Systems 1 and 4 have air-driven demand pumps, while systems 2 and 3 are driven by electric motor. Along with the EDP and air-driven demand pump in System 4, the auxiliary pump is present as well. This pump is used for ground handling operations. Each system also has its own fluid reservoir. These reservoirs are pressurized with bleed air to ensure exceptional flow, even during high-demand situations. Controls for the hydraulic system are located on the overhead. In addition to these controls, many system fault indications may be seen on the overhead, as well as on the primary ICAS in the form of an error message. On the ICAS status page, which can be selected from the ICAS panel, important information is displayed on the secondary ICAS screen. Hydraulic quantity, pressure, and temperature can be seen for each system. Because the hydraulics synoptic page is not usually visited under normal operations, this will be covered now. Pulling up the hydraulic synoptic page is like pulling up any other synoptic page, simply selected on the ICAS panel. EDP and demand pumps are displayed, and if they are not operating, off will be seen. Each system also shows its hydraulic reservoir, along with the quantity, pressure, and temperature for each. In addition to the EDP and demand pump in System 4, the auxiliary pump is shown. Shutoff valves for each system are shown. There really isn't a whole lot to the hydraulic synoptic page. The hydraulic system has an amazing amount of redundancy and reliability, as well as a very logical and easy way to keep track of what exactly is going on within the system by use of various displayed data. Without further ado, let's move along to the landing gear, which is greatly affected by hydraulics.